I'm Dan Slagen. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at Tomorrow.io, and I'm pleased to talk to you today about weather. We have 8 billion people on Earth. Why is weather forecasting so hard for our planet? It's something that shouldn't be, given the impact that it has. The thing about weather forecasting is it's broken down into essentially 3 parts. First, you have the observations, which is being able to detect and collect data from our atmosphere. Second is being able to take all that data and model it, and then finally being able to take those models and translate it to some type of actionable insight for people, businesses, governments around the world. AI innovation has been pretty incredible the last couple of years. We've seen huge advancements, both around modeling and software and AI and being able to translate all of the models that are coming in. But there's an AI fallacy when it comes to weather, and that is this notion of garbage in, garbage out. We all know that the best AI is the best because it's trained on the best data. And the world of AI would have you believe that everything is just fine. But imagine if ChatGPT wasn't connected to the internet. Think about the things you could or could not do with that. It would be helpful, but there's a number of things that you wouldn't be able to do. And that's essentially the same challenge that we're facing in the weather industry. The value is really in the observations. It's being able to observe critical data for model training, inference initialization, and reinforcement learning. And it comes down to superior data being the thing that differentiates accuracy and ultimately models and insights for people. And so when you look across the world of AI and weather, you might think everything's all fine, but really we're faced with this reality of a critical data problem. And the type of data that we're looking for is global, it's very specific, and it's something that has really lived only in government in the past and is only now making its way into the commercial sector. And there's amazing work happening both on the ground and into the air, but we have coverage and performance issues across the board that's limiting our ability to forecast weather in the way that we actually need to. And some of the risks that we have, whether it's geopolitical constraints, deploying weather stations over oceans, that's pretty hard, or just general costs. They're really expensive to build this type of stuff in the past, and who's going to pay for it? Those are the challenges that we face. We know that the best place to forecast weather is from space, and whether we have multispectral or high resolution or SAR, none of these types of satellites were actually built to forecast weather, and we're trying to back into a solution. And so NASA realized this years ago, and they essentially said, look, whoever comes up with a new data architecture is going to completely give a step function change to global weather forecasting forever. And so we looked at all the different things that were out there, and there's something called a microwave sounder satellite, which is known to be sort of the #1 type of satellite to be able to forecast weather globally. And this is what it looks like. It's about the size of a mini fridge. It's specifically built for weather. It can scan the atmosphere. It can penetrate clouds. It can be global. And it's really what I mentioned the government has used in the past, but never in the commercial sector. So a small team here sort of wondered why. And we set out a couple years ago to see if we could build the world's first commercial grade microwave sounders. And a few years later, I'm happy to say we now have 7 of them in orbit. We launched our last a couple of weeks ago down in Cape Canaveral. We launch more every single quarter, and we're building the full-blown constellation that, again, is the first commercial constellation on Earth. We're already starting to see some really impressive data coming in that, on one hand, is filling critical data gaps that we've had in the past. And a better way to show it is actually the ability to see weather really for the first time. So this is a storm off the coast of Florida last year. Over here is what you see traditional weather forecasting be able to see. And over here is what the microwave sounders are able to see. We're actually able to see weather that we've never been able to see before, which then feeds our models, which ultimately feeds the insights that we can give people. It's a really exciting time. And it's this notion of bringing near real-time global coverage to every single location on Earth. Think South America, Africa, Asia, even over oceans, of course, North America as well. And so why is this so important? Why am I up here talking to you? Why are we so passionate about this? There's very few problems on Earth that impact all 8 billion people, but weather just happens to be one of those things. And whether it's impacting our everyday lives, trying to figure out what to wear, getting our kids dressed. I have a 1, 3, and a 5-year-old at home, so getting dressed is a daily adventure. Or just trying to figure out when our packages are going to arrive, whether it's something we're excited about or something we need like medicine. We also have extreme weather getting worse and worse, whether they're burning our cities or flooding our communities. We need much better systems in place for early responders. And the financial cost of it is getting worse and worse. In the US alone, NOAA now has predicted that we're essentially being impacted by weather by $1 billion every single 13 days. And that's gone up every single year, as you can see by the graph. But it's pretty tremendous. And when you map that out globally, it's even worse. It's in the trillions. We work with every single organization, every type of industry at my company. I've yet to meet an industry that's not impacted by weather, whether it's shipping, energy company, retail, sports, entertainment. Weather is impacting our daily lives, both for fun, but also for our ability to actually get things done. And so I'll leave you with this. Think about the cybersecurity industry. Think 10, 15 years ago. we really saw this as being something that was going to impact our lives and put risks out to every business and organization on earth. Think of the amount of automated systems and technology that goes into that world, the amount of just tech we have there. It's the same thing in weather, but we now have the actual technology in place to be able to build the systems, and we're really excited to do that. So thanks for listening. It's my belief every person, every business, every government should have systems in place to manage all their weather-related challenges and opportunities. Thank you.
Okay.